What's going on, guys? It's Jay Camaro here with another episode of Initial Thoughts, and today we're going to be taking a look at Need for Speed Most Wanted, which was released October 30th, 2012. It was developed by Criterion Games and was released on the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and the PC. So I'm gonna be doing this as a live commentary once again because, much like Forza Horizon, it's a very open world game with very little linear format to it. So let's just jump right in. It's worthwhile saying that what I just pressed start on is the only menu in the entire game, which is a little interesting. It's entirely free roaming, open world, and you can do everything through a menu system that you can access anytime you're driving your car. So there's no menu except for the pause screen where you can just look at events and look at the map and stuff like that. So Need for Speed Most Wanted was developed by Criterion Games, which were the same people who developed 2010's Need for Speed Hot Pursuit and the Burnout series, most recently Burnout Paradise. Because of the sort of failure of Need for Speed The Run last year in 2011, EA turned development over from Black Box to Criterion Games full time. So now there is no Black Box. Everything's going to be made by Criterion Games. So right here we're in Fairhaven, which is where this game takes place. And we got an autolog alert right now, and it looks like some speed points are available through some autolog recommendations. We might take a look at that a little bit later. So right here we're in the menu system, and I'm just going to show you the entire city as well as some of the stuff in the menu. So right here is the city of Fairhaven, and right now we're looking at speed cameras. You can choose billboards. These are things you can like smash through and compare against friends. I have a couple friends who have this game, Sure Shooter 77 and Car Mecha, so you can kind of see their scores compared to mine. I haven't played this game a ton, enough to get some hands-on with it and kind of have enough information to give you guys some initial thoughts, but not as much as them. So you got like driver details here. Friends, so this uses Autolog 2.0, so you can see like friend recommendations if they've beaten scores and stuff. And you can see the most wanted list. Now this is kind of the main like story of the game. That's not really a story, but it's the only sort of structure that you go through. So every time you get enough speed points, I have 392,540 right now, you can verse a most wanted racer. Now these most wanted racers always drive these super expensive sports cars like what do we got here? We got the Lexus LFA, McLaren MP412C, the new Porsche 918 Spider Concept, and that's how you verse them. You get enough speed points, you race them, then you take out their car, and then you can drive their car. So we're gonna go right into the game now. And right now I'm driving the Porsche Carrera 911 Carrera S. And so we're just gonna get out on the road, and first of all, the graphics of this game are amazing. Probably a little bit better than Need for Speed Hot Pursuit from 2010, and much better than Burnout Paradise. This does not run Frostbite 2 to the best of my knowledge. It looks very different from Need for Speed The Run. That game didn't really do very good, so I'm not surprised they didn't choose in the Frostbite 2 engine, and I just crashed right there. In this game, you've got the same like crash mechanics as Need for Speed Hot Pursuit and Burnout Paradise. So we're gonna go into Fairhaven right now, and this game is a very much arcadey game. It takes a long time to break. This is the only car customization right here, so there's a bunch of like paint shops around town, and you go in, it repairs your car, and it gives it a new color. So there's pretty much no customization besides that. You can choose some upgrades, which right now are in easy drive. You can use Kinect because I'm on the Xbox 360. I assume you could also use some sort of mic system on the PlayStation 3, but I don't know because I've never played that version. So you can look at your autolog recommendation races specific to this car. You can customize your car, and these aren't really like customizations, and they're only affected in like performance. So right now I've got like stock tires, burn nitrous, reinforced chassis, stock body and long gears, pro you can choose like your tires. I haven't unlocked everything because I haven't done every race in this car, and as you can see, I can keep driving, going through like nitrous and stuff. You can also change your car. We'll get to that in a second. You can look at the most wanted cars. So I've beaten the 10th one, but I can actually go to the 7th one, which is the Ariel Atom 500 V8. You can also jump straight to multiplayer from this, and there's a Sure Shooter 77 right now, so you can jump straight to multiplayer. I'm not going to select that, of course, because we're not going to be playing multiplayer right now. So we're going to change my car to a car that I've not driven before. What's a good one? Not the Mustang, not the Mustang. Let's do the Countach. So we can set a destination to the car, just jump to it. We're gonna jump to it now. That's not available in Police Pursuits, but we'll talk about that in a second. So you just jump to that car. Alright, so now we're in the Countach, and you've got all of your races available for it right here. Looks like it's white paint job right now. So we're in a different area of the map right now. Lots of heavy drifting. I don't have nitrous right now because I haven't unlocked anything right now. Oh, and I crashed again. Oops. So let's get into a race. So we can choose all of our races. I'm going to choose an easy one so I don't completely make a fool of myself. And I really love the shadow effects in this. It's got a full daytime and day-night cycle. As you can see, we got our GPS right here. And there are police in this game, so the way that the police work is sometimes they just appear in races. There's one right here, right now. Of course, he's not going to try to chase me, even though I'm going 100 miles an hour. So they can appear in races, and actually, the way that the races work is, you can actually, the races are like in the city, so you drive to them, then you spin your tires, it starts, and then you can actually, once you're done with that race, it just picks off right where it left off, and this is a lot like Burnout Paradise. So we're just going to turn right here. But if you're in cop chases, then they can actually keep chasing you even after the race ends. Accidentally switched my view there. The cops are pretty... Sometimes they're hard to get away from, other times they're not. Your heat level increases. I don't know if there's going to be any police in this race, but your heat level increases. The higher your heat level, of course, the more force they come out you at. In this race, we can get burn nitrous if we finish first, and then something else if we finish second. I couldn't read that fast enough. And then you don't get anything if you finish third. As you can see, there's actually a police officer right there. So maybe we'll verse some cops in this. There's always like an animation like this that plays right before the race, and it kind of just puts you right into the race. So yeah, the cops are already on our tail. Our heat level's at 3 right now. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to talk a ton while I'm actually in the race. So you can kind of just see how it drives and stuff, I guess, like what a race is like. There's the cops behind me. And there is damage in this. There's actually even like your car can get dirty, like with dirt and stuff, if you're like in a sandy area or off-road or stuff like that. Just hit a speed camera. And this is just a sprint race. There's also like time trials and circuit races. And there's also like deliver the car. Oh, oops. I just missed my turn right there. Fail. Okay, well I just missed that. Oh, wow, that was a failure right there. Well, I just missed my checkpoint right there. And there's a busting system, so if the cops get too close to you, they'll bust you. But you don't actually lose your car like you did in 2005's Most Wanted, because this is kind of like a reboot, even though there's no story or anything. And so you just pretty much, if you get busted, your car just moves to another area on the map, and you don't get the speed points that you would have gotten if you finished that pursuit and got away. Because you do get speed points for like finishing cop pursuits, and it's pretty much just based on how long it takes. And the higher the heat level, the longer it takes to get away from them. And we have finished. We've come in second, unfortunately, because I missed that that turn up there. Kind of blew it. But I got an upgrade for my car. I got the off-road tires, which I'm not going to apply because I'm, of course, not off-road right now. And so now the cops are still on my tail, so I'm going to have to shake them. And there's like roadblocks and stuff that you can use. I just entered cooldown, and I kind of just have to stay away from them. They don't have like helicopters, like the drop spike strips like in Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit, and there's a cop right there, so I'm going to... Oh no. Go, go, go. Okay, good, so I just evaded that pursuit. And here's where you can do like a most wanted race, and we actually have a car over here. This is how you actually unlock cars. So you just drive to them around the map, you press Y, it shows the logo, and then you're in it. And everything's unlocked from the very beginning, so it's not like you have to, you know, like buy them or anything like that. Here's all the challenges, which I'll back out of that. I just passed through another speed checkpoint. Let's do one more race. I'll try not to fail this time. It's 2 miles away. You have to drive to every race, but on the menu, which I'll actually show you right now. Oh, it's actually not there. Let me. A second. So what you can actually do is, I can't really see it on the menu right now. Of course, I'm telling you about it, so then it doesn't appear. But there's actually a way to restart your last race. So if you did what I did and then want to try it again, you can just go back. You don't have to drive all the way to the very beginning like you would think you'd have to do. That keeps coming up, which is a little annoying. And this is Autolog 2.0, which is kind of worth mentioning because, you know, you can like verse friends and stuff, but the cool part about this is there's a mobile version of Need for Speed Most Wanted available on the iPhone, probably Android too, but I played on my iPhone, and you can actually earn speed points for doing races in that, and then they actually can go to each game. So I can play on my phone and then get speed points, then turn on my Xbox, and those speed points will still be there, which is pretty cool, and vice versa. So now when I go back on my iPhone, there'll be more cars that I can buy. You have to buy cars in that, of course, because there's no free roam. And I just missed my turn again. That auto log thing that keeps coming up is a little annoying. Alright, so we're gonna start that event up. The multiplayer is okay. It's pretty much like a free roam where you can start races and stuff. There's not really like a lobby system. You can change your car instantaneously, unlock cars by doing races and stuff. So it's okay. There's like a bunch of there's like cop chases, capture the flag, just normal races, stuff like that. It's okay. It's nothing huge, but so it looks like now we're gonna be doing, I don't know, like an average speed thing. Looks like. You get some pretty big errors. Oh, oops. You definitely crash into a lot of traffic while you're racing. That's one of the things that kind of annoys me about Need for Speed Most Wanted, because it seems like all the time I just like crash into some random race car or even just normal civilian traffic vehicle, and it just annoys me whenever I just spin out, because you barely have to like tap them and it happens. And the traffic there's a lot of traffic, so you definitely have to kind of weave around them. So I'm almost to the finish line. So it looks like I finished. I did not do as good as Carmecha on that one. And your friends actually appear on the speed wall. I mean the most wanted list. So I've got off-road tires, which I'm going to skip, but I will equip the nitrous. So now, as you can see, once the HUD returns, almost. Okay, there we go. Almost. Come on. There we go. So now I have a new most wanted racer available, of course. This video is about to wrap up, so I'm not going to do that right now. But as you can see now, I've got the nitrous bar in the bottom right-hand corner. So, oh, there's a cop. Okay, so that cop saw me, so I'm just going to have to floor it out of here. I can use my new nitrous to... And of course, sometimes those kind of cop chases go really fast. So now I just got 600 speed points. That was only like 15 seconds. So that's pretty much all I have to say about Need for Speed Most Wanted. I like this game, although the linear format to it can get a little boring at sometimes. Just like not really doing much. It is cool how you can just like choose a bunch of different cars and drive around and stuff. We'll switch to the Chevrolet Corvette ZR1. And so, I like it. I've played it quite a bit. I'll probably play it a little bit more once I finish up my initial thoughts of like games like Assassin's Creed 3, Halo 4, and Call of Duty Black Ops 2. But all in all, I like this game just as much as I like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit back in 2010 because I absolutely loved that game, and I'm definitely a fan of the Need for Speed series. So, finally, should you buy this game? And I think that this is going to appeal to a completely different audience than Forza Horizon, because when I talked about that game, I really talked about its like simulation, and this game is completely different. It's very arcadey. There's no interior view. Drifts are really easy to pull off. So I think it's for somebody who really likes the open world game. The cars are pretty cool, so maybe somebody who likes exploring around Fairhaven. Not doing any of the races, you can get all your cars that way, which is pretty cool. So I think that if you just love arcade racers, you can just go at insane speeds and weave around traffic and explore the city and run away from cops. And also, if you have a lot of friends who have this game and want kind of like a social experience, I would definitely recommend picking up Need for Speed Most Wanted. I think it's definitely a good game. And I can't wait to see what kind of DLC they include or what Criterion Games does next. So that's pretty much the end of the video. I'll kind of just pull off to the side of the road right now. So if you like this video, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.